I did not type it into the thing when I released the video because I forgot to do it and didn't think of it at the time. But person doing last time this time is a Sam because skipping around and things.
Woo! Playing hopscotch here.
Hopscotch. Doing, 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 doing. It's fun.
Let's see. We started off last session for Shadows of Gradiriel where we were in the middle of a party. And the Fullbold, Kobold, and Elephant Man just got done with their performance. Bjorn went around and collected coin with the magic hat while wearing an elephant trunk.
Yes.
This is correct.
And then shortly after, we sat there and had a drinking contest. Silver won, as usual.
Ugh.
Because no one can fuck with her plus 12 constitution.
Ridiculous. Bjorn's gonna get it one day.
Keep drinking.
Eventually, maybe. Who knows?
Nah.
But afterwards, like, everyone had hungovers, except for Skunk. And we woke up and went to go meet the Princess of Iban?
Yes.
Or more, just the Princess of Morkita.
Mm-hmm.
Learned a few things about their political system, which is
It's fucking
slightly
confusing.
Not kind of, but not really. If you just don't think too hard on it.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I can justify it, but I'm still confused by it.
Yeah. And we were told like this group of bad people that kidnap people with unique blood is off to the west somewhere near the mountains. And we're like, well, that's a big area to go explore. So we kind of came up with a plan that maybe we might go visit the other city that's near the mountains and see if we can find anything out there, maybe. If not, we're going to sit there. We sat there and went to go meet up with Azza. And turns out they weren't too far from the hot springs, so we went and spent some time in the hot springs. And then we actually talked to Azza. We learned some interesting things. Cat is free to do whatever he wants now. And Skunk discovered some unique things about his little thing. Like, when you're trying to think on a specific dragon that you've never met before, it shocks you.
Yeah. It doesn't like that.
But if you focus on it from a dragon that you have met, you can actually see them, like a scrying eye. So I guess we gotta go around and like meet all the dragons so we can spy on them. Who knows?
And there was also a randomized roll associated, so it might just be like a wild magic thing. Who knows? We don't.
Well, that's the thing. We never met the copper. Is it brass or copper? Copper. We never met that dragon, but we knew his name, and so we tried scrying on him, and we got electrocuted.
Yep. It was shocking.
Yes.
Aha! Aha!
And then we ended the session with the group heading out.
We're starting to. Anyway.
We apparently made it out of the cave.
The reason that I presented it the way that I did was not quite out of the cave, of which is Oz's office, is because there's going to be a small little retcon in the fact that I forgot.
A rat convention?
I had forgotten that there was going to be a bit where Ozza was going to give gear and things as payment for, or as partial, basically as a return the favor of you guys helping her with the whole bit with Razzo. And this was partially spurred on by Silver and wanting better armor or different armor, at the very least. And also by the fact that...
What?
The armor that you said you were wanted, that you told me, that you hadn't told anyone else.
Yeah, outside of game, but I didn't say Silver said anything in game about it.
No, sorry. Incorrect wording on my part, my apologies. But yes. I was going to provide the group with extra gear and magics and stuffs, because I realized I hadn't actually done that with all of you yet. I just spontaneously, character gets magic here and character gets magic there, and I never had like a group rewards thing. So while Sam's or Silver's armor is going to be a new thing that didn't exist, and Cad's going to get a weapon that kind of exists, it just got changed slightly. I'm going to potentially give gear to Bjorn that I pulled from Curse of Strahd. Yay?
Oh, shoot.
Oh no, is it cursed?
No, it's not cursed.
And it's not from Curse of Strahd, is it?
It's from Curse of Strahd, but it's not a cursed item. Yeah. According to the page that I have it on, that I got it on, it says it was in Curse of Strahd. It just, in and of itself, is not cursed. But
It must be an artifact of great power.
and I was even going to give something cool to Oak, because my NPCs don't have cool Oak doesn't have cool things. Though I am unsure what to give to Skunk. Because he has Omnilit and a few other things that he's already attuned to anyway. Silver is going to get a new set of armor that's got a pretty silver hue. It works as full plate. Even though it is modeled after...
It is full plate.
Yes. It is modeled after some silver dragon scales, so it's really pretty and shiny. Yay.
Well, there goes all my sneaking.
Are you what?
I said, there goes my sneaking ability. Now everything is at disadvantage.
Clank, clank, motherfucker.
Yep.
Shank,
Love it.
shank, rattle, rattle.
But it does give you a boost to your already crazy con.
My con is not already crazy. It's just my constitution is a 15. I just have proficiency in constitution.
And
I do too, and I have a 20, and I still can't drink.
That's depressing.
Yes. Though with the armor, your con is now boosted to 20. Hooray! Because it works kind of like the Amulet of Health, but slightly better, because all the way to 20 instead of just a 19. And on armor instead of on an amulet. Oak is going to get a Mace of Disruption, which is cool. It's stronger against undead and it glows, allowing him to see in the dark. Yay. Darn him and his Furbog non-dark vision eyes. And the shield, the item for Bjorn that was from Curse of Strahd, though not cursed, is the Shield of the Silver Dragon.
Ooh. What is that?
And who gets that? You said?
Bjorn.
Oh.
Shield of the Silver Dragon. It effectively it works just like any other shield, so it gives you a +2 to your armor and all that other fun stuff. But it is emblazoned with a emblem of a silver dragon, making sense coming from Aza. And lining up with what your sword already does, it is going to give you a +2 bonus to your initiative checks, as long as you're not incapacitated.
I desperately need that.
So, yes.
That's awesome.
Wait, what does it do?
It is going to give him a +2 bonus to his initiative rolls.
Lucky.
Yes, +2 bonus to his initiative rolls, and it's a shield with a silver dragon on the front of it. It's all pretty and diff. And then for Cad, Cad is going to get something that I have decided to call the the name is dorky because I came up with it. Well, Kenneth and me came up with it, really, but it's fine. It is referred to as the Quicksilver Collider.
There's a particle accelerator.
Sweet.
No, not quite. It is a. It's still a maul. It's still. It's the same weapon type as Envy, so it's still a maul. But instead of giving him essentially free pseudo sentinel, it gives him free pseudo 2-weapon fighting. In that he has a extra bonus action attack with it.
Neat.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, I wasn't sure what to give to Skunk.
I mean, Skunk's good. He's the new guy here, so he doesn't necessarily need anything cool just yet. He needs more time to earn it.
Could
Yeah.
have magic
I mean, he
bombers.
got the magic amulet.
Yeah.
Get him some teriyaki.
What?
He likes meat.
I mean, he does. Yeah. Enchanted
I mean-
teriyaki that never runs out.
Yes.
He would not say no to this.
I think it would also mark the end of Skunk's journeys.
No, Skunk would still have journeys because there's other shit that he wants to do. I mean, he wants to figure out what the hell the deal is with this frickin' mirror, after all.
It's a dragon Pokedex.
Yes. Dragon deck.
Do not ever call it that again. That is so... It's as stupid.
No, it's not.
I think it's funny. But, you know.
I mean, it's accurate and it's funny, but it's stupid.
It's fine.
That's like looking at a dictionary and saying, that's a Pokedex for language. No! No!
Well, more accurately, a Pokedex for words.
Yeah. But
My point stands is it's dumb.
it's fine.
Right, but it's dumb.
It's fine. I'm gonna call it a dragon dex. It's fine.
Dragon Dex.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
Over here drawing my kobold.
you're the
you're
one that
drawing
gave
with
me free
dragon
rein on
dex.
what it does. Anyway, so yes, a slight little retcon of you guys getting extra gear and things to mess with. So can be added to character sheets to remember that you have. Yeah, that was all that was. Hooray! Let's see. Now then, what bading? Why bading?
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Good job. Anyway,
We are not in top form today, are we?
nah,
No,
it's
we're
fine.
not.
It's fine.
Are we ever in top form?
No,
Sometimes we are.
no, I don't think it exists. Not for all of us, anyway. Maybe for
Look,
some of us,
we're-
not all of us.
We're warming up right now. We just need to get on the road and start doing stupid shit.
Warming up. We're in Iban. It's cold.
On the road again.
You see what I fucking mean? That's exactly what I'm talking about. We are not in top form.
On the road again.
Anyway, it's fine. All right. So, you guys are going to leave from Oz's office and begin making your way west to what? Crag Bluff, I guess.
Yeah.
Seems like as good a plan as any.
Was there anything that anyone wanted to talk about along the way?
Bananas.
Bananas. Yeah, it's a 2-day journey.
Skunk doesn't have anything really to bring up. He's good for the moment.
Yeah. I don't think there really is much of anything for that. So, you guys are going to begin your travel westwards to Crag Bluff. Going to get about here-ish to make your camp for the night. And we can do some watches, yay.
For watching stuff.
Uh, camp
Night watches.
night watches and whatnot.
Let's see.
Yeah, we somehow created movies in medieval times.
That's gonna be
Magic holograms exist. Why not?
See and
I
smell.
guess.
Like enough time with enough illusionists, and yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
give it time. A
Like
really
just-
good and crafty artificer could totally make real movies.
Well, he would still have to have, like the crew of actors and whatnot. But yeah,
yeah. Let's see.
just let me know when my
Wow,
watch
Bjorn
comes up.
actually can see something tonight.
Thanks. Fuck.
Making our way.
So
Bjorn takes a drink.
let's see. Our normal order was Bjorn and Oak first, and then Cat and Locke, and then Silver and Young.
Locke is not here.
Cat and Skunk. Sorry.
I usually put Skunk with whoever in the group has the lowest perception, so that he can compensate.
I think we put you with Bjorn.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you put me with
And then there
Bjorn
was Oak and
because of
Cat.
his bad luck.
Yeah, bad luck and not much of a bonus. This is something of an anomaly tonight.
Okay. Well, then Bjorn already has rolled. Cat is rolled. I'm rolling for Oak. Yay, 30.
Jesus.
Um,
I don't know why I'm still surprised every time. I should just know
What?
by now.
20.
and then
Young and Silver.
Young and Silver, so that we can just get an idea of what everybody's viewpoints in the nights are.
Someone's gonna roll below a 10.
Yeah.
There it is.
Was
Dude.
Bjorn?
We both rolled below a 10.
This seems fitting.
Top form.
Anyway, all right. So, you guys specifically in Skunk and Bjorn's watch. Yeah, that it was Skunk and Bjorn that were first because I can remember the whole bit with the goat. That was the thing with Skunk and Bjorn there.
The goat got
yes.
away from me.
Yes. So with the 18 from Bjorn and the 25 from Skunk, you guys are going to, during the first watch at least, you are going to notice that there is, at least Skunk will, because it's going to be kind of high of a check because it's far away. But once again, movement of very large wings high above.
Skunk will point it out. Oi, looky.
And
Stuff.
you will see way up shadow that very well could be some form of a dragon or wyvern or something way up there.
Does it appear hostile?
No.
Does it look like someone who should be punched? You're welcome, Mary.
No.
Okay, then I don't know what to do about that. I just make sure Bjorn is aware of it.
Yell at it.
No! That sounds like a shitty idea.
Yell at
Using
it.
my
Use the new
knowledge-
dragon.
Using my knowledge of Yvonne, what would I roll to try to determine exactly what it is? Once he points it out.
Nature or history, I guess.
Nature.
Those are both terrible for me. Nature it is.
Hey!
Hey! It's my time.
I mean, you must be on fire tonight. It's fine.
Yeah.
That could prove
I'll
to be.
take it.
That could.
I'll
Prove,
get the water bucket. I'll put him out.
yeah.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
So yeah.
We're surrounded by snow. Just push them in the snow pile.
19 nature. Yeah. That is most likely a dragon up there, based on the fact that you're able to see it and spot it.
I know. I got an idea.
It might not necessarily be a very old one, because you're kind of judging from distance of how far away it is. It's not a dragon that's near as big as Ozza. It's smaller.
Okay.
Still very big dragon, but smaller than Ozza.
Use
So,
the dragon
like-
dex.
I need to know the name.
No, you spotted the dragon. We tried using a name. You saw the dragon. Try using it.
I mean, you're not awake to tell Skunk this.
I know.
So you know what? I'm gonna do a thing here. Un momento.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can we say Skunk gets the idea on his own?
Sure.
Okay. Skunk will pull out the mirror, because we're not calling it that. He will look at it, he will look at the silhouette of the dragon, and just concentrate on said dragon silhouette and see if anything happens. He will also make sure he's sufficiently far away from camp so that if something goes tits up, he doesn't hurt anyone.
Fair enough. Roll for me a percentile dice. Does that actually... There you go.
76.
So... Dexterity save.
Oh my god.
Well, luckily I'm good at those.
You also have evasion, so you're half or nothing. Wow.
At 20, total 30.
Yeah, so I don't even have to roll it. You're going to take nothing anyway. But anyway.
I just kind of get like a static shock on my finger. Just like, ow!
Yeah, nothing. And then you
That really
guys,
sucks.
you guys sort of watching over it to try to keep an eye on it. You notice that it sort of flies towards the mountains. It's like coming from the south, and it's flying north into the mountains, and then it circles back, and it's trying to. It looks like it's looking for something, maybe.
Mm.
I will observe it very carefully just to make sure that its intentions are not hostile toward us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on it. But otherwise, I'm not going to make any moves on it because I do not want to disturb a dragon in the middle of something. That's a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
No, dragon business is either very important or at the very least they think it is.
Do it. Light signal flares.
Smoke signals.
I mean, I can set a fireball up. Just...
I mean, what purpose do we have to get this dragon's attention?
I don't know.
Then I'm not fucking getting his attention. I'm letting him go on his way. You
just
don't
want chaos.
see
That's all I
you don't see a police cruiser going down the road and go, "Oh hey, I want to pester that." That's a fantastic way to get arrested for no good reason.
How high up in the air is it?
I would say probably fair enough distance away that you can see it now that you've noticed it, but not super close. So, like, I don't know, 60, 80 feet up.
All right, skunk, crunch into a little ball. Skunk ball.
What?
No.
I feel like that's within range of my geyser.
Yeah, that's like within range, so we can see details of this dragon. I would say at least a couple 100 feet up. If you don't want us to know.
Skunk sit on top of the closed bottle and then open it and say geyser and launch Skunk up. Hey, how you doing? Can you come down for a second?
That
It-
sounds
okay.
incredibly risky.
So,
Also very inefficient. I can fly.
I mean, yeah, but is it?
I also
as
did
fun?
not consent to this.
so yes, my inability to do proper distances, it would probably be like 150 feet up then. Meh.
That's slow.
What would be high enough that you could see it, but not too low that you could see detail?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can see an airplane over the clouds. It's just a tiny little dot. It also
Yeah, but
sounds
we
like
can't
it's there, even though you see it there.
Exactly, but the thing is, you can't exactly make out all the details on the plane.
Yeah.
We will be cruising at an altitude of 4,000 feet.
Exactly.
Anyway,
It was low
Um,
enough for us to get a general idea of the size, so maybe high hundreds,
Uh-huh.
low
yeah,
thousands.
something like that. Um, but yeah, it seems to be circling, and that's sort of all it's doing. And then if you continue to watch it, it will eventually circle back around and then go back into the mountains in the north.
Not
So
giving
am
us
I?
any grief then.
So I
Wait, so
will.
it was flying from the south, heading into the mountains, and then searched around it a little bit, and then continued further into the mountains?
Yes.
Okay.
I will sort of look over at Bjorn as it's leaving and go, so am I the only one getting a deep, dark sense of foreshadowing from this?
Well, I don't know about that, but I am concerned about whatever it was looking for.
Hmm.
Hmm.
With any luck, it wasn't looking for us, because when a dragon looks for you, it's usually because you pissed it off, or it has something really important to tell you that if it's demanding that dragon's time, it's probably not going to be good for you.
I think it would have noticed us where we are.
I just had a
I mean,
bad
not
thought.
unless it's just really fucking old, but then again, it would look too small for that. Maybe it just has really bad eyesight.
Or it's hunting something else, which is either
I-
not here,
We should have
or is capable of hiding from a dragon.
we should have Oak send a message to the dragon.
He'd have to know the dragon.
I'm sorry, but last I remembered a little satyr kid just described his sister to Oak and was able to send a message to her.
Yes, but he has no description for this dragon other than dragon.
Well, we can also send a message to the copper dragon.
You could. You do have a decent enough description of a copper dragon. You have a name and a color.
Yeah.
That would be
You'd
interesting.
be like, hey, we're on this job. Good luck.
That could be interesting, actually.
Mhm.
So yeah. Next, unless there's anything else for Bjorn and Skunk, we will go to next watch of Cad and Oak. And for your high perceptions, there's not really much of going on when you guys are out. But
It is to be assumed, I think, that Skunk and Bjorn let whoever comes next that they spotted a dragon circling around overhead
yes,
when shifting
100%.
watches. Yeah, just making sure everyone's up to speed.
yep. I don't know if Cad would do anything with that. Oak's not going to do anything with that. Good dragon. No.
No, yeah, not fucking with that.
And has it already come and gone on their watch then?
Yeah, it more or less came and gone on y'all's watch. Or their watch, rather.
Gotcha.
So, following through with that, you guys will be able to continue onwards and start your traveling to Crag Bluff. I'm going to avoid the ever fateful phrase that causes music. By that I mean making my way. Or
Making my way.
Yeah, that.
Was waiting for it.
Uh-huh. But before we actually make it to Crag Bluff, you're going to get to about here-ish.
Oh, what? Nothing happened on their watch?
No, not really. Nope. It was mostly to see if I did watch this for everybody together because might as well, and then I did a roll invisibly to figure out whose watch it was in, if anybody noticed the dragon, and it was first. So, but anyway, so you guys will begin your traveling towards Crag Bluff and get little ways away from your initial camp that you had made. And yeah, as you are traveling, you will hear a young feminine voice, sort of out in amongst the snow. You guys have a weather stone thing to where you're able to sort of push all the snow away. But not necessarily everybody has that. Granted, it's not a super crazy dense storm that's going on right now, but there is one because there kind of always is in Yvonne, at least on some level. And you will hear a voice call out. And it is a young feminine voice that will just Bjorn Eriksson.
Oh, it's a trap. Run.
I said that I draw my sword and I say, I.
Just loudly declare, what?
More or less. It's the vibe, anyway.
yeah, pretty much. And then you guys will see sort of she will move closer and sort of get in and amongst your group where your Weatherstone allows you to actually see. And you see a young human girl, probably mid-20s, I think, or early 20s, somewhere in there. And she will have armor, beautiful green eyes, holy crap, and she will hold a sword towards Bjorn. And Bjorn, make for me a wisdom save.
Oh, good. I love those.
Oh,
Da-da-da.
very nice.
Does the
That is
party
good.
recognize her?
I'm certainly not gonna.
There are only two people
No,
in the
but
party.
there are two,
There are only two people in the party that could potentially recognize her.
three.
Three. No, two.
No, three.
Oh yeah, Oak. Right. And it is my typical go-to memory thing. Wisdom check, not save check. And it is for Bjorn, Cad, and Oak.
Just a wisdom roll.
Yep.
Hey.
Damn.
Bjorn's on a roll.
All my dreams are coming true.
I rolled a save. Whatever, it's fine. The person who needed to get it actually got it, so it's fine. Bjorn.
Mm-hmm.
She is slightly older, much older than she should be compared to when you last saw her and how long it's been. But this is Mara, the chick who stole your sword briefly and then whatnot.
Oh no.
All right, so here's a question. The sword she's pointing at me right now. Same one I gave to her?
Do me a perception check.
Ah,
It's
yeah,
Back.
yes.
Uh,
Returning to my proper form.
the sword that you gave her back then, I believe, was a longsword, I think.
This is correct, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a longsword. Whether or not it's identical to the one that you gave her, you don't really know.
Yeah, no.
But even you know, Bjorn's a person who fights all the time and was a warrior, so even with a perception of 4, he can tell, yeah, this is a longsword.
Right. It was like, I've seen a lot of longswords.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know if
That
that's
is
the
one
same
of
one.
I've seen a lot of longswords, and that is one of them.
That is in fact a longsword. You succeeded on your save against her spell that she cast on you. So You can do with what you please. She's still holding her sword out toward you. Also,
Do I know what spell she tried to use on me?
you would actually, considering your upbringing. She tried to compel you to fight her. Compel duel.
Huh.
Um,
I actually kind of like chuckle a bit and say, "You don't need magic. You can just ask."
What's going on? What? Who is? You know this person? What?
Yes. You wouldn't know, huh?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, a few of us wouldn't.
Well, my people were not a good people. We did terrible things to her people. And I agreed that when she was ready, I would fight her and give her the chance to avenge that.
Oh, fight and avenge, as in like to the death?
That's not up to me. But I assume so.
No.
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 Beg your pardon.
Bjorn, we need you in this party.
Well, then I just won't die.
She doesn't even look like she can handle a sword right.
Does she look like she can handle a sword right?
oh yeah. She's done
I'm
some
gonna sort of like
She's done some
I'm gonna
learning.
step. Yeah, you said she looks older than she should. I want to ask her about that.
See?
We're like, huh? Interesting. So I'm gonna. In real time, how long has it actually been since the last time we encountered each other? Like
In universe.
Yes.
I want to say it's a year.
In universe, it was about a year. Yeah.
About a year since then. Okay.
And at the time you met her, she was like 19, 20, and here she looks to be. It looks as if there's been more time passed than what should, specifically for her.
I guess I'm gonna say. Although I must say, I didn't expect you to come along this soon.
Going to other worlds helps with training and time.
Ah. From the look of you, I'm going to say Feywild?
I went there first, but I went the other way too. Come on.
No.
This is not a fight I can avoid.
Yes, it is. You don't have to fight. Neither of you have to fucking fight.
You see, I think she does have to.
For what? Vengeance?
Yeah. Essentially, yes.
Honor.
Honor. Although, that is a word that gets used interchangeably with vengeance around a bond.
You're not wrong.
Alright. So, other worlds explains how you look. How'd you find me? As far as I know, we are on a different continent than the last time we spoke.
Mm-hmm.
She was in Vegas.
Initially, yeah. Initially, yeah. Well, for one, I wasn't exactly sure if you would stay in Gradiriel or make your way back to Avon, but I figured maybe you would go back to Avon and maybe I could catch you.
Well, you're not wrong. Obviously. Tend to bounce back and forth between the two quite a bit, actually.
So you have some different friends with you than you did when we met before.
Yes. Some of them had other things they wanted to do, and one of them very badly needed a vacation. Probably more than he's ever needed anything in his life.
Okay, can I ask an out character question?
Mm-hmm.
You may.
What did she do with all the gold that Ribbon gave her?
She...
Because I remember Riven told her, here's all this gold. I think it was like 200 and something.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And go learn a trade or something. Live.
Mm-hmm.
So what did she do with all that money?
She did. She fine-tuned her trade a little bit. And then she encountered somebody that gave her a chance to learn to fight, and that though Bjorn may be thinking, compelled to duel, fight to the death kind of a thing, Mara, not so much. She just wants to prove that she can fight and stand up against him. She doesn't really have an intent to fight to the death, though if he does, she will.
That's something you could have not told us to maintain the tension, but all right.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, she is, she's basically wanting to point and prove honor. And she had people help her and friends.
Well,
Which is something that Locke had told her about. Finding friends. So she did both the things that
Not?
everybody told her to do.
let me take a quick peek at this.
Raven would be so disappointed right now.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like. Yeah, probably. Alright.
So you say I only had to ask. Will you fight me then?
Yep. Bjorn's gonna start.
Question before things happen. Question.
What
Yes, little
are
one.
you? I saw all sorts of crazy things, and I've never seen you.
You never met a kobold?
Okay.
You were in Rydell and you never met a kobold. Impressive. Anyway, are you going to try to kill him?
If he goes for the kill, then so will I.
So your default state is not kill. Okay, go nuts. Just so we're clear, though. If you do kill him, I'm killing you. Okay, have fun. He'll pat Bjorn on the back and waddle off.
I'm gonna grab him by the collar. He's going. I feel comfortable that death need not occur here. But if she does kill me, you will do no such thing.
You're part of my pack. You don't get to tell me what I do when one of them dies. Not how that works, Bjorn. Sorry.
Oh, you're not learning a thing about Yvonne hauntings. Pat.
What was that? You're a little quiet.
Yes, basically Bjorn's ghost is going to come for you.
Yeah.
Well then, Bjorn doesn't need to die. That's how that works.
Yeah.
Just cast Life 3 and then go into battle.
Alright, so what are the terms? If this is not going to be to the death by default, what are the terms of this duel?
We will fight until the other. We will fight until
If
the
you
other.
don't have the terms, then you're not ready for a fight.
Those fair terms are very important in an honor duel.
So. No, 5. Nah, okay. It's just a 12. I
didn't expect her to go dimension hopping.
She She is going to try to be intimidating, and her eyes are going to flash all green. And she's going to look towards Silver and say, "Stay out of this."
Can I intimidate her back?
You can if you want to.
Yeah. That's
I will do as I please, if it means protecting those.
She wavers ever so slightly, but sword's still held up. Actually, she's probably going to waver quite a bit. With a 25.
yeah. That was a high roll. Yeah.
Yeah, compared to her rolling a 12. Bjorn, you're supposed to be bad at your rolls. What you doing being good?
Well, he's back to being bad at his rolls.
Yeah, that perception rolls. You see that shit?
And,
All of
well,
He's excited for a fight, that's why.
yeah, probably.
Man. As soon as it started peeking up over the horizon, his blood started to
Can I do something real quick as
Sure.
well?
Sure.
Can I do detect magic and see what all magic she has on her?
Sure.
Ah.
See, 30 feet?
Yeah, she should be within range.
Yeah, she's within range. Let's see. So, if I can get the right thing. So yeah. Yes, she has... Let me double check her gear here right quick. She does have magic on her sword. Those specific...
What class? What school?
Um,
Enchantment?
enchantment, yes.
Hmm.
And it seems to be favoring, like, the hilt of the blade. And then...
Really?
Hmm?
That wasn't me.
No. Okay. Yeah. So she has magic on her sword. And then...
Hi, Mary.
Oh.
Mary.
That would be from Bjorn's end. Yeah. So magic were on her blade. And you are... Does...
Necklace, armor piece, boots,
Just a blade.
belt. Just the blade?
Just a blade. Now... Rules clarification. Presence of magic within 30 feet of you. And then... faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. If something is...
So if something's invisible, she'll see a glow.
Yeah. So there is actually a glow that gives off a illusion aura coming from your left. That way. Specifically in and around this tree. This one single tree that I still have on the map.
What about this tree back here?
Nope, just this one.
Just that one?
Just that one. Okay.
Are you all alone, girl?
She is not answering you.
Speak now,
Well,
or we will not do this honorably.
Skunk sniffs.
Perception check, Skunk.
Un momento. 21.
So yeah. You
As she's telling the girl to speak truthful, Silver is going to pick up some snow and make an ice knife.
Wow. Yeah. So you have an ice knife. Skunk rolled a 21 on perception. So, do you want your placement to be where you are on the map, Skunk, or do you want to be somewhere else?
I was figuring Skunk was like standing back a little bit.
Like there somewhere.
I mean, I don't have visuals on the map at the moment, but
yeah.
so let me
Fair.
check. I'd say like somewhere like right there.
Yeah. So, Skunk, with your 21 and being favored towards smell and sniffing, actually CAD perception check.
Alrighty.
And yes, you do have advantage because this is a smell thing.
Right.
Jealous.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Well then. So,
I'm gonna post to Ice Knife real quick.
yeah.
Okay.
So, you remember all those jokes that were made about oak smelling like weed?
I'm very familiar with my faux pas. Yes.
Yes. Coming from the same direction that I indicated to Silver, this tree over here, there is somebody who has a smell of drugs that you guys have actually encountered before. The mushroom gnome in the cave for Oz's mission. And
Have the same smell.
had the same kind of drug smell. And though it was a little bit fainter, Sparkle Ass had it too.
I like that we're just calling him that.
Yeah.
I mean,
He gave you his name, but it's going to be forgotten now because that's how D&D works.
Yeah, I absolutely don't remember it.
But yeah. So, coming from over here is person who has a smell about them that matches those two. Although in this particular case, it's a little bit stronger, which is why you can get it from that far away with only a 20.
so does she answer
Um,
when
You-
Silver tell her she better speak truth now as the Ice Knife is being formed?
Yeah, she will waver slightly again, and I just wanted this to be a duel.
It could have been a duel, but apparently you invited some friends, and so we will go ahead and throw the Ice Knife at whoever is over there. Does a 14 hit?
14. No.
Either way, now they need to make a dex save. If
Mhm.
whoever's over there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oops, not that stuff.
Is it? It's an AOE dex save, yeah. So everybody around.
Yes. Within 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So she threw it towards wherever that spot was. Shinsu missed within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
Dex save.
So if there is more than one character and they are side by side, it would still hit both. Hooray!
Yep.
So. Nope. And then what is your other one? Yours is slightly less. Oh, okay. So one takes full.
That's 9 for the dice, but I have elemental affinity. When I cast a spell, deals damage at the type that I'm associated. Cold. I can add my charisma modifier, so that's +5. That's 14 ice damage.
So one takes 14, the other takes 7.
It doesn't say anything about taking half.
Oh, okay. So it is hit or
So
miss.
it's like either it's
Must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take. Okay, yeah. So one takes none, the other takes 14.
yes.
Okay.
Right?
Well then. So,
Let's see who we got.
let's do some calculator, and math. And then we are going to get ourselves a combat. Hooray. Boop. And they are going to be seen now. So, hooray.
How the fuck did you do that?
I have 0 decks.
Jeez. Christ.
Is everyone rolling?
Yes.
Might as well.
This is combat for everyone, because these two are not going to let this be a duel now that they've gotten found.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'm gonna need. I should get another +2 on my initiative, so
Yes.
it'll come out to a 7.
Am I using the new weapon?
yes. You could be, or you could be using envy, either or. It's up to you.
Did you give me stats for it somewhere?
The weapon damage would be same as envy, so you could just continue to roll envy and say that it's the other one,
Gotcha.
for now. Young. Initiative. Okay.
Well, who has the higher decks?
Between Skunk and Young, probably Skunk.
Yeah.
It's +5 on me, so
Yeah, definitely. So, then Oak, which I didn't click on his token, but that's okay. Funny that he rolled lower and got the same as his sister. Or wait, how does? Oh, it's because I was still on her. She's supposed to be 15, not 21. That's right. Okay. And then.
What did you say the name of my thing was? Quicksilver.
Quicksilver Collider.
And it's basically 1 extra attack per turn as a bonus or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And let's go for. Okay. And +3.
Wow.
What the heck? Why is it red?
Because I rolled a 1 and a 14, so I rolled a 14 +3.
Oh, because advantage.
Yep. And if we are engaging in combat, roar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So 9 for you, and then Chicky, because I rolled them in reverse order because they're in reverse order on my sheet. Because her initiative is fun. Boop. Aww, she rolled crap. She is slightly scared. And then boop. Okay, well.
Wow.
So, seeing as a combat initiative sort of situation has occurred, Oak will, seeing as how Bjorn is more than capable of taking care of himself, and Skunk's probably going to run off and, you know, keep himself hidden and whatnot. Oak is actually going to sort of step over here, and seeing what everyone else is going to do and what sort of threats transpire, he is going to do a Shield of Faith on himself.
Yay!
I'm going to whisper an attack because I want to test to make sure that I didn't break it.
Uh-oh.
I put something weird for damage, so just ignore this, Jim.
Uh-huh.
Holy crap, don't ignore that.
What did you do?
I guess rolled a nat 20 on an attack?
I did.
It's fine.
I was just testing it. So apparently, I'll have to see it when the scenario comes up, but one of my traits is I can re-roll 1s and 2s once. And so I can actually put into its attack button, and it actually functions, apparently. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yes. So yeah, he's doing Shield of Faith on himself to see what everyone else is up to. Sort of keep himself sane and safe. And he doesn't necessarily have anybody he feels like he has to protect. Other than himself. And then
Everyone here is has pretty good survivability. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now there is this guy who, it's sort of hard to tell with the image, but because of his cloak, but he's actually Githzerai.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
One of the Gith
Yeah.
Yankee sub races.
Yep.
Yes.
And for his turn,
The ones who told Vlakith to go fuck herself, right? Right.
Yes.
Pretty sure.
something like that. Yes.
Good work on
Um,
that. That was a good one. Good for them.
Seeing as seeing as how Silver was the one that threw the ice knife, and and he was
Which
also,
one took the damage?
it was the GIF.
The gift?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he is going to charge forth and going to take a, let's see, blah blah blah, making sure I'm reading his stuff right. Yes. So he is going to smack at Silver, or try to. Roar!
Oh, that hits.
That does in fact hit. Hooray. Now he his weapon is a longsword,
Okay.
but whenever he strikes with his longsword, he deals extra damage with it that's equal to, it's the same dice, so I'm just gonna roll it together. His
Huh?
his longsword deals 2d8.
2d8 of what?
Slashing.
Damage.
Slashing.
Well, slashing, but you said it did something else.
Normally a longsword deals 1d8, but he deals an extra weapon dice. Because he has
Huh?
he has favored foe.
Favorite foe?
Yes, he's a ranger.
And what is the favorite foe? Humanoid?
Favored foe is whomever he deems his target is the person he deals extra damage to. In this case, you.
Kind of like a hunter's mark kind of thing, isn't it?
Something like that, yes.
Yeah.
And there is the extra 3 from his, or 4 rather, from his strength. So, I forgot to add it because my thing messed up. So, 17. And extra attack because he has those. Bar.
Oh, you did the optional thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And 11 more. Okay. He has smacked at you. You look somewhat terrifying. You took a good bit of damage. Correct.
How much total damage did you do?
17 and then the 11, so 29.
Okay.
Cad, go.
Hey, so when I enraged, my swirling ancestor people pop out, right?
Yep.
Cool. As I run over, I'm going to use my bonus action to manifest an echo.
Hooray.
So, can I have an extra token?
Yep. And put him over there.
Yay! There's 2 of me. Cool. So I am already raging, and this guy is about to get a little miniature taste of what next turn's going to be like. So I am, of course, attacking recklessly. Make sure I'm not on GM, so when I roll another crit, everyone can see it. Right. So I'm going to recklessly attack once. 22 to hit
Yep.
for 13. And then extra attack 23 for another 16.
Yep.
And you said it takes a bonus action to swing again with the weapon?
Yes. Which you can't do because you did Echo.
But whenever I take an attack action, I get, for one of my charges, I can have my Echo deliver 1 extra hit.
Yes.
22 for 14 more.
Yep.
And yeah, my ancestors are all up in this dude's business, as am I.
Twice.
Twice.
Very much still in top form.
Okay. So, Yong. Let's see. Yong is not sure about fighting up against Mara. She sort of feels like that there's some shenanigans therein. So she's gonna kinda
The other dude would get an attack of opportunity on her.
she gotta go the other way of her brother. This way.
Go through Oak Square. He's friendly.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
Duh. Did it? And then yeah. Okay. So
She's a ninja. She has up 2 over 1 motion.
yeah. So she will go this way, over here. Which going it that route through her brother is just what? What's the matter, Brian?
I guess I just I didn't want to like break up the pacing or anything. You keep doing your thing.
We told you what happened. We actually waited.
Go ahead and catch him back up. Sometimes I miss stuff and you tell me to my face. So
basically what happened was Silver picked up on the fact that she had people watching. There were friends.
No, what happened was when he went to go get popcorn was just the intimidation thing. That's
Yeah.
all that happened.
Yeah.
But what did that intimidation entail?
It just nothing really did. It was just her intimidating. Basically, she told Silver to stay out of it, and Silver's like, "Nah, fam, I will do what I want."
And then it was the text magic that happened when you came back that she caught on that there was an illusionist magic going on over there on the right or the left. So she throws an ice knife that way, and
Okay, yeah.
she picked up on the other people, and then now it's not an honorable duel because while Mara is being
I'm up to speed now.
Yep,
I just
yeah.
wanted that little bit of a missing context filled in for me.
Yep, no worries. So Yong attacking.
Because that is going to greatly inform Skunk's behavior moving forward.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yong swing.
oh yeah, and an elephant popped in front of you in dire form and did like what 40 points of damage to her.
Not to her, to the gift, but yeah.
Yeah, the dude.
Yeah. So Robert,
Mechanism.
about 10 total.
pop, pop.
And then Bop, because extra attack. 15 total. You guys hit like trucks, but that's fine. And then because she didn't have to use her bonus action to dash to get here, Flurry. Bop bop. Yeah. 15, 12, 27. Yeah. Ow. Let's see. Doot. And then one more time. Rar. And I believe... No, not on him, because he hasn't gotten a chance to do anything cool yet. So, yeah, that'll hit. So, yeah. For 13 more.
Calculator.
And then... Young is going to put at least one stunning strike in there, because she doesn't know what this guy's capable of, and he looks weird. So... Stunning...
That's a total of 65 damage.
Mm-hmm. Stunning strike, hurrah! Which means he has to roll this. Nope, not stunned. Okay. So, also for purposes... Wong.
Oh, he's got spider eyes.
Is his collar made of mushrooms?
It looks like it.
It might be.
Yeah.
It might be, yeah.
It really does look like he has spider eyes.
A little bit.
What is his race? Is he an elf?
He's a drow, technically. Or he's
Oh, a
supposed
drow?
to be a drow.
That would explain the spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Wolf is everywhere.
Alright.
Cool.
So, it is now to Skunk.
Alrighty. Let's see here. So there's an illusionary cat in front of me, right?
The cat in front of you, I think, is the real cat. I'm not sure which. I don't think you're sure which.
I am. I ran here. The one directly above you is me. Would he be able to tell the difference looking? Because
Probably.
one kind of magical entity, so yeah, the one on the left of dude is my echo. But I also have ancestors swirling in addition to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I use the fact that you are imposingly massive in front of me to do my traditional sneaky stealthy bullshit?
Yes.
That's a 25 on stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would like to do some funky kobold shit here. If you'll permit it, with my 15 acrobatics. Don't ask me how it got that high. I would like to jump up and basically like vault over Cad to attack this dude.
That would not be acrobatics. That would be athletics. Athletics is jump.
I thought acrobatics was jumping and climbing. Athletics was running, I thought.
Mm-mm.
Acrobatics is to do fancy shit.
It's nimble.
Acrobatics is to tumble. Athletics is to jump.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nimble versus exertion.
Mm.
But you could tumble and just not like vault, but like sort of slide under if you wanted to do something akin to that.
I mean, I kind of just liked the mental image of Skunk just like jumping up onto his head and then jumping off to just latch onto this guy's face like a face hugger.
Yeah, sure.
But instead, you could come out from between Cad's legs and stab the dude in the dick.
I can. The problem is Skunk is classier than that.
Just a rule of cool. Let him do it.
You can do it with acrobatics, sure. We'll say you're more tumbly than vaulty and jump. So
Thank you, minimum of 25.
yeah.
All right, and I go. Sword attack. This is with advantage because sneak, yes, I assume.
Yeah, you would have that because of pack tactics anyway.
And between me being stealthy, and also because he's surrounded by like 3 of my buddies, so I just the stealth was just like an extra layer of security there. So that's a 29 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So that will be that, and then that. And I'm going for non-lethal.
Okay. So that is a total of 36, 78, 38.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But just jump up onto Cad's head, jump off his head, and latch onto this other bastard's face with my claws sinking into the back of his head, trying to knock him out.
Ow. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to face hugger his face?
I'm face hugging his face.
Okay. Do you have an extra attack?
I don't think I do. That's just how I wanted to frame it.
Okay, no. So you don't. You're a rogue. Rogues don't get extra attack. Never mind.
Yeah, I just wanted to flare it in a funny, skunky way, and that seemed appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So it is Mara. Hooray.
I'm fine.
So let me double check a thing right quickly.
Was her name ever said out loud?
Hmm.
Was her name ever said out loud?
Yes. She
Okay.
was. Not in this moment. No.
Oh.
But in the previous it was. And I said. I don't know if
I
Bjorn
just meant
actually
if-
said her name.
Not this encounter.
No. Alright, so no name was said specifically. So she is going to sort of step forward, and she's not near as rush attacky as her Gith friend was, but she is going to rush in and attack Bjorn. So, and as she does so, when she goes to attack, as she does so, there is a dark, sort of a deep green aura that will sort of latch itself onto Bjorn. Mm-hmm. Yep. Bjorn. Rar. Woo!
Oh.
She crit.
Yeah.
I am.
That's gonna hurt.
If it's Hunter's Mark, that gets doubled as well.
What's that?
If whatever she did does additional damage, like Hunter's Mark, that gets doubled as well.
Yeah, I know. I know.
These
That's a lot of dice.
So it is. Yeah. She actually did not necessarily get. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. She can do that. That's cool. Okay. So this first for 19.
Okay, it's not too bad.
And then this, because it gets doubled too. Ah, low rolls. Darn.
Darn, he says.
4d6s for an extra 11, so a total of 30. And then let me double check.
Excuse me.
Yeah. There we go. That is her turn. And then her buddy over here. He is going to basically unleash a torrent of smog and spores and bleh, because he's a spore druid, just like the gnome was. Which is going to cause problems for Yong in a minute. And he unfortunately has to do that as a action, because that particular kind of druid doesn't get it as a bonus action. Gary. But that's fine. So yeah, he is going to do that. Torrents of smog and clouds and whatever And is this a blah blah blah? Yeah. So Young will immediately get it because she's in his range. So Young has to make a con save. Yay! Boop. 14. Does that make it? Where is your spell save DC, sir? No, that does not make it. So, this is... Young takes 9 damage. Yay. Specifically of the, necrotic variety. Because he's right there where he is. Bjorn, go!
Alrighty. I think it's time to swing my sword.
It is, yes.
Just have to stop brain farting real quick. There we go. 21 to hit.
21 to hit. That will, in fact, hit, yes.
Fantastic. We are going to make that a Divine Smite using my level 4 spell slot.
Cool.
I'm assuming she's not a fiend or an undead.
No.
Alright. So 38 damage for the first attack.
So this is when I do something fun. Reaction. Does this work? What was the statement on it? Yes. No damage.
Oh.
Well, that's rude.
Is it like a barrier pop up or?
Yep. When you launch, you strike mightily with your blade, but that same sort of like green, dark green aura that's around your feet wraps around her and blocks it. No.
Alright. Bjorn will alter the angle of his attack and strike again. See if he can't find a way around this defense.
And you turn that around into a crit.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
And naturally, we're going to try to make a Divine Smite out of this using one of our level 3 spell slots.
So the damage on it will double because of the crit. So 10 and then 23 and then that 48 again.
And then another 48.
33. 53. Okay.
Hit.
So
That's fun.
So she negated some damage to take more. Good job, her.
Yeah, honestly, she would have just been better off taking that first shot.
Well, she doesn't know that.
How much does that seem to have affected her overall?
No, she definitely not a fan of that. So, and then, so that was a total of, what was it, 53?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 53. So, ow. Yeah, ow. She dodged the first one that was a lot less and then took what would be more anyway. Okay.
Alright.
So,
That will wrap me up.
it's over.
Yep.
Shit, Young's too far away now.
Excuse me.
It's all popcorn.
She's going to.
Oh, the popcorn's gone. I just finished eating it.
What's that?
She'll swing around him.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just make sure it doesn't say anything about the concentration on this. As a bonus action, she's going to do Channel Divinity, Champion Challenge. All those within 30 feet of her need to make a Wisdom saving throw. Well, enemies. So all 3 of them need to make Wisdom saving throws.
Okie dokie. Wisdom saving throws. Nope, not that one. 15.
Fail.
And... of course.
Fail.
Okay. So you do not get gift, but you get the other two.
Okay. They cannot move more than 30 feet away from me. So basically, she's just yelling at them to fight her.
Okay.
Like, fight me. And then as a main action...
She's
is
doing
going
compelled duel as an AoE.
to- Yes.
Yep.
So they cannot willingly move away from her.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll only end if basically I move away or they're forcibly moved away. And
Gotcha.
then she's going to cast a 3rd level spell, Haste, on herself.
Okay. Haste on
So
self.
my AC went up. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So do I actually get my extra action now? Or on my next turn? I can't remember how that works.
I would assume that you would.
Okay, then she'll take 1 strike at the Gith.
Ow.
Okay.
11. Okie dokie. Oak. So, what does Silver holler out when she does her channel divinity thing?
You will fight me.
Okay. Alright, well, seeing as we are fighting them, and Bjorn is still kind of going one-on-one off to the side over there with where Mara is, and not striking with... He saw, because Oak's perception is pretty high, he saw at least Skunk's attack with not intent to kill. And he's kind of curious as to what is precisely going on. So he is going to go a more, I suppose, non-lethal route. At least...
For a second there, I thought you were going to say he was going to go on a spirit quest for some reason.
No, well...
Yes, it's a perfect time for it.
Shield of Faith is concentration, right? Was it? I think it is.
I believe so.
So it's not like he's the one who needs to go on a spirit quest right now.
No. Okay. So yeah, it's concentration.
Yeah, up to 10 minutes.
So he, seeing as how people are ganging up on Gith,
Get here.
and there was a moment where... Yeah, okay, no. Oak is going to Guiding Bolt Mara, I suppose. No. I need to...
Use flip a coin.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Let's go all the way back down. Okay, yeah, he's going to attack Drow that's with his sister. And Guiding Bolt Terrar, it is a plus 10? Yeah. That will definitely hit. Cast at... Let's do it at... Sure. Boop. 4d6, 5, 6, 7d6. 7, 6, boop. Rar! 32 to Mr. Drow over there.
And Young has advantage.
And Young has advantage now.
Unless he moves.
Yeah. And then it is to Gith, who is surrounded by all of these people.
Gith is that one, right?
Yes.
Yep.
He also has a kobold on his face.
He does also have a kobold on his face. And that's rather annoying. So, you know what? This would be funny. Hey, Skunk.
Yo.
You know how magic works. You are a magic
Vaguely.
person. Vaguely. You are a magic-ish sort of rogue. And
Blame the cool rock that I found, but yeah.
yeah. And no one in this party has Mage Slayer, because that's annoying.
Is he casting a spell?
Yes, he is casting a spell. Because he is going to do a Misty Step and get the heck out of this trap.
Counter spell?
Okay, he's not. Well then.
What was that
Yeah,
about him getting out of this trap?
So he is going to
Shit his pants and surrender.
okay. So he did bonus action to do the other thing. So yeah, he can't really deal with that. So instead, he is going to hooray for me, and he has to attack. He was the one that succeeded against the other thing. He's going to smack the elephant now.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it all on.
23.
Okay.
So that is. He is not your designate. You are not his designated foe, so he doesn't get extra damage on you. He put designated foe on. It's over. So he is going to smack you for not as much. Also, not as much because of your rageness.
So 5.
Actually, wait. No, since he can't. That's a bonus action. Dang it! Never mind. So yeah, 5.
Yay.
You and your counterspell shenanigans. Good job, Sam. Thank you. Anyway,
Lol.
Cad, go. Or he's gonna smack again. He does have 2 attacks. That one missed. By a lot.
Okay. So, my turn then?
Yep.
Cool. So, let's see if I can stop a fool. Swing recklessly.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Yep.
So, he takes 15.
Yep.
Extra attack. 20.
Yep.
17 more.
Okay.
Bonus action. 20.
Yep.
16 more. And spending a point of snazzy. My Echo. 23.
Yep.
16 more.
Okay. Like 16, 16,
alive?
15, 17, 16, 16.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, he's still kicking.
Cool.
Yeah. Young.
He should be lucky I'm not trying to kill him.
So Young, for her turn, she is going to smack at this drow person. Right. 19 hits. Wait. Double check. This is thingy. Give him. No. Okay. So, yeah. 19 does smack him for a 9. She smack again. Rar. That misses. Just barely, but misses. And then flurry. Rar. That misses. That hits. 12.
I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back.
7. At least one of those was a hit, so Constitution, which he succeeds. And Skunk.
My turn, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. This guy is still surrounded,
Yep.
which means I still get pack tactics. I'm just gonna keep trying to knock him out.
I mean, yeah.
22. Does that hit?
Yep.
All right.
Do you want to trigger sneak? You have advantage.
I do.
So a total of 35?
Yep. And while I'm just kind of like beating the shit out of his head with my claws, I'm just saying, please just lie down, just lie down, just lie down, just lie down, just lie down. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Pretty much exactly. He is begging this person to just give it up. I really don't want to hurt you.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We should be well in the hundreds on this dude.
So, Mara, I gotta roll a thing. Mara, are you worried about your supposed friends? No, you're not. So you're swinging at Bjorn again.
Well, shit.
Though she's not going to just swing. She's gonna make it a little bit more interesting. So, actually, I know exactly what she's going to do. Let me see what this,
I don't like that tone of voice. You stop it with that right now, young man.
I'm older than you. Shush.
Don't care.
Hey, Bjorn.
Yes.
Let's have you roll a wisdom save for me.
Oh. Okay. 13.
Cool. So Mara is going to look over at her friends on the side, and then she's going to look at Bjorn. Hold out her hand. Suggestion. Let's run away from here.
Problem.
Huh.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Remember, she's compelled to do battle with me. She can't move more than 30 feet away.
That's right. She can't do that. So, nix on that. I forgot about that tidbit. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's not have her do suggestion, because she wouldn't do that when she knows she can't run. That. Darn you, Sam. Good grief.
It is my job to be the focus of the enemies. Everyone else has better chance at defeating them.
Alright, so she is going to instead focus on her sword, and she's going to make her sword all glowy, more so than it normally is. And she is going to smack at Bjorn. She does not have 2 attacks, she only has 1. So yes. Smack at Bjorn. Roar. Yay! 18. Does 18 hit you?
Barely.
You have heavy armor, don't you?
It should be 18. If it's just normal full plate, it's 18.
Yeah.
Do you have a shield?
But he did get a shield. He got a new shield.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's
That's
plus
true.
2.
So
So
20.
you're at 20.
So yeah, she missed. Okay. Her sword is still all glowy, by the by. So now for dude over here.
He's also compelled.
I know he's compelled. It's fine. He's not gonna run away. Mara was the one that was wanting to leave. So yeah. Point within range. Yeah. So we are currently in a map of all this crazy snow and whatnot.
Is there more?
And centering on, like, right here, there is now going to be a 30-foot radius mass of 5-foot deep water.
Ah!
Maelstrom. Unless you want to try to counterspell it.
I already used my reaction.
Was it on this turn?
Yep.
Okay. So, everywhere in the center of where you guys are, 30-foot radius centered around right there. So, somebody give me a 30-foot radius circle. Yeah, that. Perfect. And, yes. That is, for the moment, until Bozo loses concentration on it, that is considered difficult terrain, and any creature that starts their turn in that space has to make strength saves or be pulled towards the center. So, yeah. So,
Oh, that's including his enemies.
or his buddies. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like that qualifies as a dick move.
it is a dick move.
I feel like there are a lot of dick moves going on right now.
Bjorn.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
starting to pile up a bit. Alrighty, I have to make a strength save.
Yes.
Okie dokes. 18.
What is your DC, sir? Double checking. Yes. Okay, cool. You made it.
Wiggity. Alright.
So you're fine.
Bjorn's gonna grit his teeth against this new inconvenience and continue engaging in his true passion, one-on-one combat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of his true passions. It's up there with drinking and singing.
Singing.
And mudslide.
I was gonna say, and mudslide.
Ooh. 22 to hit.
Yep,
So
22 will hit.
Pile on a divine smite. Just because that does seem to be the thing to do. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Bjorn isn't actively trying to kill her with these. So if he hits her to 0 hit points, he's gonna shatter her sword instead.
Non-lethal divine smite. Okay.
I am going to burn the fight out of her, essentially. 22 more from that, so 33.
Okay, 33.
Schwiggity. And then we will follow up, keep the momentum going. 20 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Awesome. Last level 3 spell slot, one more good old smite. 24 and 9 makes for 33 more damage.
33 twice.
Hell yeah, so our total is 66 damage.
The wonders of magic.
3 short and nice.
3 short and nice, which I guess makes it...
All right.
Yeah, alright. It's cool.
Okay. Silver, strength save.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Well then. So, no. That is a fail.
But so she would have to move to this point here.
Yeah, you go into you will be going into the center, and you're also going to take you're basically going to be pulled into the water, even though it's only 5 feet deep, magic, and you're taking.
Am I getting prone?
Funny enough, the spell doesn't say you turn prone.
Okay.
So as the water that's around you is crashing around you and pulling you forward, you are going to take 66 bludgeoning though. So.
Well, I've been forcibly moved out of 30 feet of that brow.
Mm-hmm. So at least with him, compelled thing is gone.
Yeah.
So.
But that's fine. I kind of like where I'm sitting, but I do have to roll a concentration check.
Yep.
And since I have Warcaster, I have advantage.
You do have
Yes.
advantage. I mean, you're ultimately okay.
Yeah.
My pen.
So I'm still hasted.
Mm-hmm. And then it's now your turn.
She doesn't like that. She's very angry at now. So using her bonus action first. Radiant consumption.
Oh boy.
Guess who's all involved?
Like everybody.
Everyone except for Yang and the Drow. Everyone's in 10 feet of her.
Yep.
What's going on?
So what do we have to do?
Give me a minute, I'll explain. Basically at the end, I'll tell you at the end of my turn how much damage you all take.
Oh, goody.
Yeah!
Skunk is going to be so happy with today.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, Silver is going to do her 3 attacks onto the dude.
Mm-hmm.
So first one. So
Yep.
20 hit.
Yep.
And he will take an extra radiant damage on that attack of 18? No. Yes. No. Fuck. 14. 14 radiant on top of that.
Actually, he has his reaction because turns went around, and he can't get away. Your DC on that attack was your roll on that attack was a 20. Correct. 20. Yeah. Reaction. Shield. No.
Should have said that before I clicked the damage.
That's fine. I didn't think about it. I was looking at the thing.
Oh, she's still got 2 more fucking attacks.
Yeah, she does.
Does the 25 beat his additional shield?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So angry about that, and she's going. Can't, since apparently before the shield. Do I have, since I was saying that she did the additional 14 damage of her radiant level with that first attack, is that a waste?
No, I'll let you
Since
do the
you
extra
called
14.
back about the shield.
I'll let you do that on this attack because that was my fault.
Okay.
So extra 14 on this one.
Yes.
Okay.
He's not a fiend or undead, right?
Nope.
One smite.
So
Is he still alive? So 18, 39, 53.
no, he's not. That
Oh,
caused.
so he's down.
Huh?
So he's down.
Yes. Are you striking to kill?
She is quite angry.
Yes. Up to you. He's down regardless.
Oh.
So.
I know. 2, she kills. Yup. He's dead.
Okay.
Well, then she takes. Okay, does she have. What about her movement? Does she have movement? With this whole
She
thing?
would have movement. It's just considered difficult terrain. So half movement.
Okay, she moves 5 feet this way, which is 10, which is fine. And she turns her attention to the girl, and she will scream at her to stop fighting.
Intimidate with advantage. Okay.
Next.
Oak. First.
Oh, everyone, since she moved, now the only 2 people that take the 7 radiant damage is her and Bjorn, since she moved out of the way.
Okay. So Mara takes
Is
7.
it end of your turn, I think?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Thank you.
So, you guys are fine.
So 7
I don't
damage.
care, but I do.
7 damage to Mara because thing,
Yeah.
and then 7 damage to Bjorn because thing.
Yep.
All right. So this guy's down. I will confirm that. Yeah.
I mean, if you act quickly, you can heal him up to 1. Or stabilize him.
You could.
Skunk was on that guy's face.
Yeah. So now he's.
Well,
now
is he still technically on the guy's face?
Yes.
I never said I left.
Then you take 7 damage. of radiant. Because
Alright.
he's still in my circle.
So yeah, Skunk, you are now floating on a raft of the Githzerai in 5 feet of water that can somehow pull you in.
Duly noted.
So
Strength save.
strength save from an oak. No.
Oh, bold.
So oak is now here.
Cool.
And then
Probably should leave.
ow. Oak has really low health for a high level cleric, but he has crappy con, so. Okay. Now then. The Gith is dead. Cad.
What is Oak? Did Oak do anything?
Oh, right. Oak had to do something with his turn.
I was going to sit there and say, just
He's actually going to.
well, he needs a concentration check.
Yeah, he needs a concentration check for the other thing. So let me do that right quickly. And he does not have Warcaster like Silver does. I don't think. 24 is 12 is... Yes, he's fine. And then he is actually going to hold his action on par of Silver saying stop fighting. And he is going to be holding a cast of Guiding Bolt as he raises himself out of the water towards Mara. Young, who sees that all of you are in the water over there, is
She technically is, too.
yeah, she was in that, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Just barely.
Good strength, good strength.
Strength save of whoosh.
Oh!
Nope. So first and foremost, 6 to 6, 27 for Young. There's that. And then she has to make a con save for his thing because she started her turn close to him. So that is... nope. So an extra d10 from his stupid spore crap.
How far away does she move?
And... she's going to move 10 feet towards the center. So... she goes... something... and in its center as in where Oak is, so straight back. Boop. So... having done that, and having seen that, she sort of slides like a ninja warrior that she is as the water pulls her back. It's crashing against her. And she is just going to charge right back forward towards him. And smack him. Or try to. So... rawr.
Also, did I get skipped?
No, not Yes.
You did get
You did.
skipped, sorry.
We will rewind to you in a second.
No,
The turn order disappeared.
sorry. It's fine. Okay.
I was waiting for a retcon to be done. So I guess go ahead and
Yeah.
finish
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
doing.
You're fine. Go ahead and do your turn. She's just going to be attacking. I'll go to her attack in a minute. Go ahead and do your turn.
So we still have person who's being intimidated by Silver to quit, and we have person over here.
Yes.
Yep. We're on
Right,
difficult
so-
terrain.
I'm gonna pull Naruto and run with myself over here.
Don't run on top of Yong. Don't stampede Yong, please.
How much
Beside-
movement do you have? Oh, you have 50 movement, don't you?
Yes.
Awesome.
I mean, that's totally not 50 movement. Though.
Well, you have
Where was
25
that? I was,
movements because of the
that's
terrain.
25 and that's 35. Even if I do something funky, it's still within 50.
Yeah, but it's difficult terrain to get out of his water.
Difficult
I have
terrain up
mobility, which means that I ignore difficult terrain.
Awesome.
Yep. There you go.
How do I Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, yeah. So I get over here no problem, right?
Yep.
Strength save?
What is it?
Strength. You do a strength save on the top of your turn.
And that's for water?
Water.
Uh,
You have
I can't remember.
You have
Just
advantage
raging?
because you're raging.
Okay. So strength save at advantage.
Yeah, you're fine.
25. Okay. And what is that? Or I can't fight through the water kind of thing?
You get pulled 10 feet towards the center.
Gotcha.
It would cause you to move and would cause you to take damage, but you don't, so you're fine. Continue.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to swing. Critical hit.
Yay.
So I do 28, 29, 31 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And swing number 2 for 17 more.
17 more.
She's still standing.
He's still standing, yes.
Okay, he's still standing.
How's his
Bonus
concentration, by the way.
I'll do those in a minute.
Cool.
bonus action and swing again for 21
Yep.
for 14 more.
Mm-hmm.
Still standing happy.
Oh, yeah.
Trumpet in his face.
So I spend a point and my echo goes kaboom for a crit for 28 more.
Okay.
Still standing.
Yep.
Action surge, swing at advantage, but I am lucky. So 14.
That's a miss.
Okay. And second swing, 24
Yep.
for 12. And he's still standing.
Yep.
And spending another who's he what point for my echo again. 25.
Fuck! What did you do, Dan? What did you allow?
For 14 more. And
Uh,
I'm done.
it is Echo Knight, Echo manifestation thing allows him to use strength of con mod times. He can get an extra attack from his Echo as long as he spends a turn as long as it's part of his attack action, and then action surge gives him another attack action. So
Yeah. Getting an extra attack from the special effect of the weapon is not an attack action, it's just an attack. So it's just an attack. But action surge, you get an attack action. And for every attack action, I can spend one of my 5 charges per day, or per rest, and my echo can smack again.
okay,
So basically, you just did that thing in samurai animes where they swing like 57 times in the blink of an eye, and you just kind of go through a bunch of
Well, I'm
motions.
trying
There's
to
a big
figure-
cloud of dust and blurs, and things just fall apart. That's-
Oh no, one of them was lucky. Okay, never mind.
yeah.
I was
Yeah,
losing count. I
one
was
of
like,
them
well,
was
you rolled
lucky.
7 times there. But I was like,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. I can't wait till I find haste. Anyway.
Oh, don't worry. I'll cast it on you eventually.
oh boy.
So
100 base movement speed, it's only going to be 1 extra attack with action surge twice, but I mean, still.
So let's see. It's how many attacks total?
Should be a total of 6 attacks.
1, 2, 3, 4, missed, 5, 6. Yes.
So 6 attacks.
One was a miss.
1 was a miss. So a total of 5 attacks that actually hit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hit. 1 didn't. Yes.
Okay.
Well, then I am
So
confused.
25,
And why do you have
24.
7 attacks?
1. Oh, right. 1 was lucky.
So it is 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 actually landed, though.
Yeah, but so I'm just asking, like, where's the 7 attacks coming from?
His extra attack with his maul, that's magic that gives him a bonus action attack.
Attack, extra attack, bonus action, action surge is attack and extra attack, and then 2 swings from my echo, because I had 2 attack actions. So 7.
Cool, I'm going to remember this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make
like-
it more broken.
Y'all learn spells and get your sugar daddies to give you abilities, and I hit things really hard. Woo, I leveled up. I hit
So
things
next
really
time
hard.
someone wants to do a one-on-one, we'll be like, send him, and I'll just cast haste on him. Like, good luck.
Yes.
Okay, so six total that did in fact hit.
Yes.
Alright. So, what I'm doing here is I'm rolling for his concentration, and he has Warcaster. So I'm going to roll 12 d20s and make sure that it matches up with the damage that you deal to fall. But if he rolls 2 in a row that are really low, he's screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much all of them were low.
Yeah, that looks pretty screwed, don't it?
Yeah, kind of does.
So your first attack's total damage with that crit was 36, 7, 8. Yeah, you're okay. So Maelstrom go poof. Which means Yang didn't get pulled because that would have happened on that previous turn. So
And she wouldn't get the damage.
she wouldn't have took the damage then.
Oh, yeah. You said he's still standing after all this, right?
Yep, he is.
I've already used my bonus action. Can I get a free action to just grin at him?
Sure.
Just trumpet in his face.
Oh!
Yeah, that.
Except
That's
cool.
what I just did in Shadow's chat.
They've made a mistake of just doing 3v6.
Anyway. So Young's turn. She sees Cad roll up and do all that crazy insanity. The water goes poof, and then she's like, "The fuck? What happened to you?" Anyway, bop bop bop.
Bop, 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 bop. Bye. Bop, 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 bye.
That hits.
All right, Krillin.
I affectionately refer to it as stealth mode.
That missed. Flurry. That hits. Rar. So more. And then Rar. That's a miss.
You know, I was trying to sit there and ask, is like, since Skunk is on the gith, does he have to make a strength save? Get
Oh, no.
pulled to the center.
Oh no. He took
I know the water is gone, but
the
He
water
was
is
floating on the gift rack.
yeah.
yeah. So he wouldn't have had that problem anyway.
Whee!
So yes, it is 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 damage to Mr. Dude. Math. Okay. By the way, in the middle of all that insanity that happened with Cad, Yong doesn't have to worry about his smoggy smoke cloud thing because it went poof.
Yeah.
So there's that, and she hit at least once. He is going to get con save to not be stunned. Yay! He's stunned now. Bop.
Woo! Advantage.
So next person who goes to smack him will have advantage. Hooray. Cause yeah, I should have rolled the con on the first one, but it's fine. Whatever. Anyway, Skunk, go.
All right, so I'm assuming I probably have at least a little bit of the blood from the guy whose face I was on me right now.
Yes.
I mean, you can try to attempt to stabilize him if you want.
You killed him.
I brought him down to 0. He's making death saves.
Yeah, he would
I
be.
thought you just straight up killed him because you did the 1-2 thing.
Yeah, they have like lethal damage to bring him down past 0.
Oh. Okay, I misunderstood. Either way. In that case, yeah.
Yeah.
Skunk, sort of twitchy, jittery, and whimpering a little bit, is going to try to stabilize this guy. Oh, shit, no.
Medicine, go.
Just dragging him away from Silver.
It's not one of my strong suits.
Nope,
Not good.
not easily.
Let's hear. Skunk will,
You have a potion, maybe?
Nope, Skunk doesn't have any healing items. He hasn't needed any. I don't think, anyway. Let me see here.
Big Oak for help.
Yeah, yeah, Skunk is just gonna straight up look at Oak and be like, help me out here?
I got it. I'll get him.
Okay, good.
Although, at the moment, Oak is still holding his action on a guiding bolt against Mara, and he sort of looks back and... Alright. And he looks back to Mara, he looks to his sisters and all that, and yeah. And it is now to Mara, who has Silver in her face, and Bjorn in her face, and her friend is unconscious. Silver did intimidate of decently high to
20?
stop fighting.
I think 23.
Yeah, 23 to stop fighting.
Yeah.
And, yeah. She's gonna look to the gift that was knocked out, look to Bjorn, and just, let me see. Okay, so check something right quick. Yeah. Okay. So, what she's going to do, is she's going to essentially drop her sword to the ground, and because of all the craziness that's going on, the gift friend is down, and she will fall to her knees and drop the sword. And Cad, you are aware of yourself now in your rages a little bit better.
One might be able to assume.
Yeah. Hopefully. Well, I'm saying this because yeah, okay. Perception.
Something narrative tension. What did say earlier?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Brain go blugga blugga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Right now we know it's just like he's raging.
How about let's see who all fought with Cadriel before?
Everybody but Skunk.
Silver.
How
Yeah, I
about
did.
perception checks? And this is the second time that they've seen swirling things.
I mean, yeah, it's like
At
Silver
advantage.
was up close with Cad over this enemy, so
Yeah.
damn it, she doesn't care. She's like, he's still raging. Okay.
I assume it would be an advantage because this is the second time they've seen it.
Sure.
Okay. 13.
So Bjorn and Oak perception, yes. Come on, Oak. Figure it out.
I mean, Yang would get it too. Yang was right there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Oak has like a plus 70, so.
Okay, so Oak, or for Young first, 17, and then Oak.
Jeez.
Well then.
I'm assuming that a 17 or 18 is probably fine.
Yeah.
Bjorn
Yeah.
could theoretically roll as well if you wish.
Bjorn was
Perception
pretty
at
focused on
advantage.
Bjorn was pretty focused on Mara. He didn't really pay attention to Cad.
Okay. So he doesn't get advantage, but technically Oak would. Mr. I roll a 3.
Oakwood would indeed get a
Advantage.
Hey, sure. So the NPCs have it. By the way, you probably actually it makes sense. Yong saw me sort of grin at him when I was trumpeting. I seem to be more in yeah. What was out of character is now potentially in character. There you go. You're welcome.
okay.
Yes.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay.
That's some
Cad.
meta shit.
Cad. Give
Yeah.
me a perception roll, which is no longer at advantage because you're more aware of yourself and your rage.
It's no longer at advantage.
Or no longer at disadvantage, rather. Sorry.
I can smell me.
Actually, in this case,
13,
you kind of could.
13 or smell of 24.
Okay, cool. So, and then, okay. So, she's going to drop her sword to the ground, fall to her knees. Effectively, combat is going to end. And as she does so, the drow is going to fall unconscious.
Okay.
Huh?
Yep.
So, why did the drow fall unconscious?
The drow is currently unconscious.
Why?
Reasons.
Reasons. Okay.
Yeah, Young doesn't notice anything.
Seward like looks at her and then turns to start walking away. It sees the drow unconscious to be like, well, we're done. And she'll end her radiant consumption. So no one else takes damage.
Yay.
Indeed.
So
Is Oak helping the downed guy?
Yeah, though he is not going to do so by way of magic, he is going to do so the mundane way so that he doesn't awaken. He's just going to stabilize him so he doesn't die.
Okay. That in mind, then. Skunk has a thing he'd like to do.
First of all, let me roll the medicine for Oak that he's never rolled before, that he could roll really well. Bob.
Yeah, oh damn, okay.
okay.
That guy gonna be fine.
Dude missed his calling as a neurosurgeon.
Dulcimer away. He's like, forehead slap. Oh, yeah. I'm a cleric.
Right. Well, regardless, Skunk, once he's certain that this guy's not going to bleed out, is going to look off towards Silver, growl, and march up to her.
Uh-oh.
She'll just cross her arms.
What the hell were you thinking?
I was fighting.
Yeah, and who started the fight?
Technically, she did. When she wasn't being truthful. And
She challenged one of us to a one-on-one fight, and we would be spectators. And then, the second we became clued into the fact there were other people nearby, which wisely were probably just an insurance policy, by the way, what you did is
Then
threw
why
a
couldn't she just
goddamn
fucking
knife
say
at
that?
them!
She could have just said they were insurance policy when I caught them.
You didn't
no.
give them a chance.
I did! I asked her twice!
Look, I haven't been here very long, and I can't say I know you all that well, but I've been around long enough to get the vibe that you're in a leadership position in this group. Is that true?
No, I am not.
Then why did
My
you...
job is to protect everyone.
Then why
They
did you
weren't
instigate a conflict? That is reckless
Because they
endangerment
weren't
of
saying
the...
shit.
Stop!
I have...
Stop. interrupting. Let me finish. That was reckless endangerment of the entire group, of the entire pack. If your job is to protect, then don't invite danger. I don't know what happened to you in your past that made you so quick to draw your weapon, but it has to stop. Or you're gonna get someone hurt.
I was forcibly taken, all right? I was taken, I was tortured, I was taken to the 9 fucking hells. They came in the middle of the night while we were fucking resting, and they took me away. Just ask them. They can tell you all the details. If there's a chance that we could have been ambushed, I'm not going to sit around and let it fucking happen.
We knew they were there.
Yes, and I gave her a chance to be open about it. They could have came out at any time.
You're a paladin, aren't you?
Yes.
Which god?
Helm.
And Helm is supposed to defend people, right?
Defend and uphold law. See, I didn't interfere in their duel. I let them fight. I didn't touch them. I took care of that Gith, or whatever the fuck he was, and I was going to head to the other one. I was not going to raise my sword.
You still threw the first attack with that knife. I'm all for protecting my pack. I love my pack. The people I travel with are basically everything I've got.
So you will sit around and let your pack get attacked, ambushed?
No, that's not what I said. Do not put words in my mouth.
No, that's what you're about to imply. Okay? That's what I'm seeing was happening. If you noticed them and just let it happen, they could have ambushed us.
We
and
had
a
no
better shot.
Stop. We had no clue and no reliable way of knowing what their actual intentions were. And a part of protecting a pack, of protecting the people you travel with, is not starting shit with them without telling them. Look, I get, based on what you just said, I can understand why you'd be suspicious or quick to the draw, but that, I point at the guy on the ground, you chucked the knife at him! You didn't even address them. You talked to her for a minute.
Yes, because she
You
knew
didn't
they were
talk to
there.
them. You need to ease off on the trigger finger, is what I'm getting at. We had no reliable way of knowing what precisely their intention was. If they were just there to observe, like we were from back there, you didn't need to start anything with them. This entire fight, all of this, was pointless.
I hear you. But I was still doing things my way. And she'll walk off.
You hear. But like everyone else, you don't listen. And that's gonna get you killed. And then I'll stalk off. Go make sure I'll take care of anything left over with the Gith guy.
Meanwhile, Cadriel comes out of his rage and he high fives all of his guys as they vanish.
My Little Pony. So yeah, now that skunks appeared angry now.
That was something. Wow. Good job, you two. Good grief. Lining into the moments where it's like with when Byron and Riven had that whole thing back and forth of, is the anger only in character or not, kind of thing. Obviously, yes, it is, but good God, does it not look like it?
What?
I recommend honey in the tea to help the vocal cords.
Right?
I mean, my
Oh, the thing is, I already
My
did
throat
plenty
was
of
already
vocal. I already did a lot of vocal warm-ups earlier. I'm good.
yeah, my voice was already a little bit scratchy at the start of this. That was it.
But yeah, if you've got a cough drop, I would recommend popping one.
I have none.
No, I'm gonna go pop one. I'll be right back.
Whew. Yay for tense and anger and hooray.
I hope I wasn't too loud for my neighbors.
Well, you sounded pretty loud and aggressive to me, so
I'm
hopefully
afraid that I might have peaked the mic too.
I don't know. I'll look back at the waveform and let you know.
Not bad.
Okay.
But yeah. So, where's Bjorn in all of this mess?
Well,
Listening to this argument.
yeah, I feel like Bjorn and Mara are just like both were about to have a conversation, then that started happening, and they're just kind of like, watch it. And then after Skunk goes off to do his own thing, Bjorn's like, huh. Jesus. Anyway,
Just invoking the name of a god who isn't even here.
that's how rattled he is, you know?
I mean, I feel like no one is really expecting Skunk to blow up like that.
No.
No.
It'd feel like if Misha whipped out a gun and just started shooting people.
I mean, Skunk is a cute sweetheart, but he is very protective of his people, and from where he stands, this whole fight was pointless endangerment of his group.
It was endangerment to Silver because it's just like, oh, there's people hiding. This is obviously an ambush. I'm going to strike, and we will end this.
The differences in mindsets makes perfect sense, and that is how that sort of stuff comes out. So, as you said, Skunk's not been with this group enough to really pick up on those kinds of elements, and it's not that it's wrong or different. It's not that it's wrong on anybody's part. It's different mindset. That's all.
I mean, from where Skunk's standing, he's basically invoking the it only counts as self-defense if you get punched first.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me think of the bit in I don't even remember what anime it was at this point, where big crazy fight with a bunch of crowd watching, and then the person who had like taunted and whatnot, but actually did not throw a punch, taunts and all this mess, and then gets the other person fighting, and then who started the fight? He did. Technically, she threw the first punch. But yeah, it's yeah. As I still like Brian's answer there. My Little Pony tense. Anyway. But yeah, for Mara's part, actually, for Mara's part, as soon as the fight got, or as soon as the argument between friends became a thing, and the shouting match started, she just shrunk into the snow, basically. She's just
Like,
the terrified hiding whatever stuff, and she just was not saying or doing. She wasn't looking up and watching the fight. She just had her head facing the snow, just down.
kind of like, get up.
Hmm?
Get up.
She looks up.
Since the fight is done, I want to grab the discarded sword and check up close to see if I can tell now if it's the same one.
I would say you definitely have the capability to, without even doing a roll, look over it well enough, and you know Blades well enough to know that yeah, it looks pretty much like the same sword that you gave her. Although there is a runic engraving on the sword that wasn't there before.
Ooh. Can I tell what it is?
It looks like a it looks kind of like, I say engraving on the sword. It's more like there's a sort of like it's not necessarily a brand because you're not going to necessarily be able to brand a sword, but
Okay.
it's basically a rune that is etched into the blade that wasn't there before. That looks fairly magical in nature. It actually looks kind of like a well, since you're getting a very good look at it and have chances to really pay attention to it, it looks kind of like a skull.
A skull.
Very stylized skull, like somebody who wanted to have a tattoo of a skull and not make it look like a skull. But yeah,
Fucking wild. How long have you had this?
depends on if you account for time stuff in other worlds.
From your perspective.
From my perspective, about 3.5 years.
Modified it a bit.
I didn't.
Hmm.
Not
What's it do?
not directly, anyway. It's as long as I keep doing everything I'm supposed to do, then the blade is forever mine.
You keep doing what you're supposed to do?
I have to follow through with what I was to keep the magic and to keep the blade. I have to keep with the promise.
Oh. I see what you've done. This makes quite a bit of sense.
I'd never be able to fight anyone, let alone someone as powerful as any of you, without any kind of help.
I don't think that's true, but nevertheless, what's done is done. Who did you make your pact with?
A creature in the Shadowfell.
The Shadowfell? The Shadowfell.
Mm-hmm.
Bjorn he has the most pained look on his face. It's like, there are benign magical beings in the world, right? There are dragons here. Why the Shadowfell?
Well, that's the one that she sort of looks over towards, like across the way to where the downed drow is. That's where Norv would say I could get the most power.
Oh,
Yes, we will have to have a conversation with him. So, what do you have to do?
To keep the promise,
Mm-hmm.
I have to go and hunt and track specific people. I don't have to. Well, yeah, I have to hunt and track specific people. That's why. And then she looks towards the GIF. He's good at finding people.
Explain how you found me. Well, so, God, that's fucking wild. What do you about that?
I only seeked out the power so that I'd have a chance to try and fight you, to at least prove my worth. But if both of them are dead, and I just throw the sword away and never use it again, maybe he'll leave me alone. I hope.
Oh shit. Cat's back.
I was gonna sit there and say they're not dead. Question mark.
What happened?
Poor life choices.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
It's that easy. Just 4 life choices. It's fine.
Well, I don't think those two are dead.
They're not.
No. I'm pretty sure they're patching him up right now. That is our healer over there.
Oh.
So your pact doesn't specify what happens if you fail to hold up your end?
Other than I just don't have the magic anymore. That was really the reason that I took it, because I figured maybe if something changed to where I didn't want to fight anymore, I could just not, and then. But I didn't really think about the fact that, people in Shadowfell are not necessarily good.
Yes. Ah. Hmm. So what do you want to do now?
I don't know. I don't really have a home to go back to. Even in Rydell, I had a small little shack of a home. I got enough money so that I could. Well, I learned a trade, like your friend Riven wanted me to, so that I could then make money for myself and not use hers to get me to other places. And then from there, I just sort of. I don't know how Norvid found me. That was weird. Or maybe it was. I don't know. I don't want to fight anymore. Not after that.
Well then, if you no longer wish to fight, I'd say travel back to Rydell. You said you learned a trade,
Yeah.
so pursue it. When you get to Rydell, seek out someone named Mudslide. Tell them that you're a friend of mine. She'll have your back.
Okay.
I'm still holding on to the sword. Do you want this for the road, or...
I don't know what'll happen to it if I get too far away.
Hmm.
I can just. And she like waves her hand and the sword in your hands disappears.
What? I can say with honesty, I don't think I've seen someone do that before.
I can make it appear and disappear as much as I want, as long as the magic's still there. But I don't know. She goes from like having her hands on her knees and being on her knees to sort of weakly standing and sort of like rubbing at her arm. She still has like the cuts and stuff from your blades and whatever on her face.
There's some divine smiting, so there's probably some burns going on.
Yep.
Rough. Yes, speaking of which, since the combat is over, how many hit points did she start with and how many did she end with?
So, because of all the time that she took away from, like being away and dealing with your stuff, she's actually statted as 3 levels of rogue, and then 11 levels of Hexblade Warlock. And then her health wise, she started at 176 because I maxed her health.
Okay.
And 176, she was sitting on 50 by the end. So she's less than half health.
Yeah.
Probably not feeling great.
No, she's not. um, I'll I'll find my way. I know Yvonne at least a little. I can do. I can garner a ship. I don't have a whole lot of money left, but I can get passage on a boat and go back to Gradiriel. It'll be better than the first time I got to Gradiriel. um, and then I'll do what you said. And you said mudslide,
That's her name.
right?
And I tell her whereabouts she can find mudslide.
um, she sort of pales a little bit at the aspect of one of the easiest places to find mudslide is a bouncer for a brothel. And she's like, okay, and okay, and I'll tell her that. Wait, wasn't she there when you gave me the sword?
I think she was.
Like I
Yeah.
remember. I remember.
So I'm pretty sure I got the sword off of her.
Yeah, because when you say the name Mudslide and she starts to sort of piece it together, she never actually met her, but she sort of heard in passing during different events and things. Because she sold her stuff at like festivals and stuff in Rydell. So she heard the name Mudslide once or twice during that whole sort of thing, and then she saw her briefly. So she sort of pieces it together, and she's like, "Wait! Is especially when you say where she works, is Mudslide a big Goliath lady?"
She sure is.
Okay. Yeah. I think I can find her. Okay. I'm sorry for bringing all this onto you and your friends.
Oh, don't worry. This is perfectly normal for a Tuesday. You're fine.
Okay. And then she will, if allowed by every other person in the party, she will begin.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Nope. She's not. Still a little. She's like kind of stewing off by herself, just like looking at the group, and just like the moment she starts walking off, be like, "Wait."
Because intimidates of high twice, Mara literally does that sort of like anime and stops.
You look pretty beat up. How about you just stay a night with us? And then you can head off in the morning. Get you some healing.
But I brought all this on you and you want to help me? Like directly? Like that? I mean... And then she just sort of
Just
looks...
could have been truthful about the hidden people. You would have been fine.
I honestly didn't really know what they would do. They were supposed to be here to help me, but they're not very nice. And he's weird. And she points over at the drow. He's very he has a way with has
Would Silverhead seen him drop once she let go of the sword?
Silver was... You can do a perception if you want to. We'll treat
doesn't
that
matter.
as one way or the other.
Nah, it's okay.
Okay.
What time is it in game, by the way?
It is probably... Because this whole excursion happened as soon as you broke camp. Sometime after you broke camp and started going on your way. So it's probably about... I'd say around noon, maybe? Probably. Still pretty early.
Just debating whether or not I want to have Skunk flop out the blanket of fortitude now.
I mean, you could.
Hmm.
Not gonna hurt anything to put it out now.
So what are we going to do about the other two?
Well,
One stabilized, the other one, I don't know.
yeah, I don't. Young and Cad having made their way over at this point. It's like, yeah, I don't know either. That was strange.
Strange how.
He didn't seem to drop from an attack. He dropped on his own.
Is he alive?
I don't think so. He doesn't look alive. He's not bleeding out, but he doesn't look alive.
Yeah, Silver's going to go over and kind of poke at him.
Want to do medicine? Yeah, he's dead. Yep.
He's dead, and it's been more than a minute.
Yep. He's pretty catatonic. He's pretty dead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Skunk's gonna throw the blanket.
Alrighty. So, I think Mara is going to sort of look at the blanket, and then you throw it up into a tent, and she's kind of surprised, and she's...
Where did he go?
What?
Skunk disappeared.
Is that tent big enough for all of us?
Just head inside.
Oh, okay. Whoa! What? Is this a school? Made of pillows?
Sent you a thing, Darred.
Okie dokie. We are going to... I guess Mara is going to go into the tent and see that it is a school of pillows. Does somebody give her or indicate for her hot chocolate? Wherever it is?
Bjorn will if no one else beats him to it.
Yeah. I don't know if... Is Silver going into the tent at the moment?
No, she's not.
Okay. So, yeah, Bjorn would have to be the one to show her where the hot chocolate is.
So he didn't.
And then she holds hot chocolate and just sort of finds a place to sit and sits. So, yeah.
No.
Does anyone have anything specific that they want to do at the current moment?
You know what Skunk is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Silver's just gonna be outside.
It's snowy area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess inside tent.
Yep. Oak is going to be inside the tent, and I think Young's going to stay outside for the moment.
What about Bjorn? Is Bjorn in the tent?
Yeah, Bjorn's in the tent, I think.
Yeah. It'd be difficult to show Mara where the hot chocolate is otherwise.
Fair enough.
So
I will say, you pretty quickly clock that you don't know where Skunk is.
Nice. That's weird. Could have sworn I saw him go in here.
you actually probably didn't.
I mean, the stealth check came after Skunk went in.
Okay, so yeah, then you did. You saw him go in, and then nope, gone.
Why?
That seems to be his
Okay.
catchphrase this episode.
Do I smell them?
Roll perception. No.
No. That is one of the weirdest opposed checks ever. Perception at advantage to see if you can smell better than a stealth check.
I
mean, Skunk's scent is probably around in here. It doesn't necessarily tell you where he is.
yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is probably everything in here smells a little bit like skunk.
Probably.
Honestly, the whole place probably just looks a little more depressing than it normally does.
You said it's a school?
Yeah. Like, normally it's like a very cozy, like, sort of repurposed cabin. Like, someone took a small village wooden church and repurposed it into a schoolhouse. And it still has that appearance, but, like, the normally sort of bright colors are all kind of dulled a little.
What time of day did we say it was outside?
It's like
Like
noon.
noonish.
Yeah.
It's noon, the sun's up, it's bright because everything's covered in snow and sun and white is bright. And in here, all the windows looking outside are like gray and raining and there's a thunderstorm.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. It is definitely like they hue shifted the scene to communicate a darker tone.
So, yeah. If no one has something immediately pressing to jump into, that combat was rather long, as is the case with most combats.
It was lengthy, but we also had plenty of
Yeah.
roleplay after it.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
sit there and I would pretty much generally say that Silver, maybe Young, just sit outside and just watch over the tent while everyone's inside.
Yeah.
I assume the injured were brought inside.
Were they?
Yeah, like
Oh.
the Gith guy, I assume, was brought inside. Mushroom dude, I don't know what we're doing with him if he's dead.
Yeah. Also, if I'm understanding right, she said that. Didn't she say he was the one who introduced her to whoever her patron is?
Norvid did.
She said Norvid did when she was looking at the drow. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Locke would know that guy.
You do.
Yep.
He ain't here.
Silver would have known about Norvid.
Loosely.
Well, there was the drug dealer in Morgue? Yes.
Mhm. Yep. She wasn't a drug dealer, but when you went to she was an herbalist and apothecary. When you went to try to get the apothecary mission that led you up to Iban to get the flower over the river that must not be named,
Yeah.
you encountered a halfling that said that she had worked with somebody named Norvid that was a creepy drow man. So yes, you do know the name Norvid as well. And then of course Locke knows him from the whole dream sequence thing, whatever that was.
Indeed.
So, but I think over that tense moment, can be a sort of end of session thing, and we can start back from here when next session comes. And we're going to assume then that Gith is inside the tent because he was stabilized and most likely will wake up soon. And then Norvid's probably left outside. Unless you want to bring in the corpse. Up to y'all on that one.
I feel like we should tie the corpse up at the very least.
Yeah, time to tray over there.
Yeah.
Why would you tie up the corpse? He's dead. But okay.
We don't
For
know.
now.
He releases a cloud of spores and like 1,000 like quarter-inch tall versions of him go running off through the snow.
Okay, he's not that weird. That's creepy as crap.
I mean, he has mushrooms growing out of his shoulders.
Yeah, you're not wrong. He is a bit on the weird side. Alright, so bringing in the corpse and tying him up, and bringing in the Gith. Are you going to tie up the Gith too?
Probably should, just to be safe. Don't want him to wake up unrestrained in a room full of people that he remembers being in a death match with.
Yeah. Upon you bringing in the other two, the corpses, Mara is going to remain in the tent because it's warm and she has hot chocolate. but she's going to be far away from where the two of them are.
Understandable.
So, she is going to just sort of find somewhere quiet and sit. And probably have hot chocolate, and because of all of her injuries and the stress of everything, may or may not take a nap somewhere in there. Because short rests are a thing. and fun little tidbit. Short rests are a thing. She could rest for an hour and she gets all her magic back. She's a warlock. So, anyway, she is going to rest for a little bit, sit inside the tent. The girls, Young and Silver, are going to be outside, and you're going to bring the other bodies, other two, inside, and everybody else is going to be inside the tent. And then we can go from there.
All right.
So this has been Shadows of Gradiriel. Join us next time, Bjorn. Go.
Join us next time as we continue to look into the whereabouts of these people who have been going missing. We may or may not get waylaid again. Who knows? Also, there's a fucking fungus guy, and he owes us answers.
Yep.
So we need speak with plants and speak with the dead.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna matter. I'll bring that up next session, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a problem.
Needless to say, I don't think Mara is gonna get her short rest.
Yeah, that's not going to be a problem.